Okay, so this is going to be my 24-week update. Um, I finally got the ultrasound done on my thyroid that my endocrinologist wanted. That got done on Wednesday. I had the appointment Monday originally, and the hospital turned me away because they told me that the doctor's office never faxed them the referral. And she's told me, well, we've tried calling them, and they must be out to lunch, and you've missed your appointment time now, and it's state law that we can't do any testing without the referral from the doctor. So I got turned away, and it was like pouring the rain on Monday, and it was basically a whole waste of like an hour's worth of time of going down there and driving and sitting and blah blah blah. And so I'd called the endocrinologist office back, and I was pretty irritated about it. And the receptionist there told me, oh, we sent that referral. We have problems with that hospital losing referrals. And she told me, we'll send it again, and this time don't leave. Don't let them turn you away. So Wednesday, I went back, and they had the referral this time. And I spent more time in the waiting room than I did actually getting the ultrasound down. The ultrasound only lasted like 10 minutes. And I've not heard back from the doctor's office yet, which they're going to be closed for the holiday anyway. And then Thursday, I had an OBGYN appointment. So my aunt drove down here and picked me up and took me up there for that because I still don't have a car. And it was that sugar test that day, so they made me drink that stuff. And like when I took it, I had it in my mind that it was going to taste terrible, it was going to be awful, because I've had so many girls tell me, oh yeah, the sugar test, it's so gross, it's blah blah blah. And like I walk into the room, and the nurse has it sitting on her desk, and it's a little plastic cup, like the size of the ones that the doctor's offices have you pee in. It's like that tall, and it's filled to the point of like overflowing, but it's no big deal. And it was orange, and I'd asked her, like, what does this taste like? And she told me that it tasted kind of like grape soda. So I was trying to fix that, sorry, that's bugging me. So I sat there and I took a sip of it, and it wasn't that bad. It was just really, really sweet. It was like just unbelievably sweet tasting. And I thought, oh yeah, this isn't so bad, considering I hate orange soda. And she's like, oh, well, just give it a while. So I drank that, and she sent me into the doctor's, one of the exam rooms, whatever, to wait on my doctor to get in there to just take the baby's heart rate and measure my belly and some stuff, and talk to me for a few minutes. And I've been sitting there waiting for probably about 5-10 minutes for Angie to come in there, and just out of nowhere, that orange drink hit me like a school bus or something. It was so bad. I got so dizzy, like I felt so out of it in my mind, and just everything was spacey and weird and just dizzy and lightheaded. It was almost like when you have a tooth taken out or you have any dental work done and they numb it beforehand, and then they give you those pain pills and stuff. It's like how I feel after I've had dental work done, like in my mind, just so fuzzy and light and can't really think and can't keep my balance. Even just sitting there, I was like, whoa. And I started feeling so nauseous, and that stuff gave me heartburn like nothing I've ever felt. Even so far being pregnant, the heartburn that I had did not compare to the heartburn that orange sugar drink gave me. It was terrible. So Angie finally comes in there, and she's like, how are you today? And I'm like, oh, I was okay. And she's like, well, do you need to go to the bathroom and throw up? I was like, what happens if I throw it up? She's like, oh, you have to drink more. I was like, nope, don't need to throw up. I'm going to keep it down, not drinking more. So I waited in the doctor's office for an hour before they could prick my finger and test my blood sugar. And during that hour, I doodled in a notebook, and I drew like this fish bird blooming out of a flower that I might show you guys. I don't know, it was really weird. And I made a lot of observations about the other women and girls that were there to see the doctor too. And I guess I'll start with this one. One of the girls that came in by herself, and she was definitely younger than me, and she looked really worried and scared and stuff, and she's on the phone at one point, and she's like, well, you told me you were going to be here, you promised, you know, and where are you now? You're late. And so probably about 10 minutes later, she's still sitting there waiting. They haven't called her back yet. They just had her fill out a clipboard with some papers, and some guy walks in to the office, and he's just a punk looking guy. He's, you know, I don't know how he could walk with his pants hanging down like they were and stuff. And you know, he sits down beside her, and she says, where have you been? You're late. And he says, well, don't look like I've missed anything important. They've not called you back there yet. And so a couple minutes behind him, a woman shows up, and she's obviously that girl's mother. So the situation is girl, probably pregnant, boyfriend, girl's mom. And the mom won't sit anywhere near him. She won't even talk to him. And like they start arguing back there, and the girl is sitting there, and she's just like, please guys, will you just please stop? And she's like, you know, he made it. That's all that matters. And you know, sitting there watching that, I felt really bad for that girl. You know, especially lately, things with Sam are not exactly perfect, and things with my family aren't perfect. But you know, I know Sam doesn't act like that about it. And probably if Sam didn't have school and he could miss more, he would miss more and would go to more doctor's appointments with me. And I'm still really hoping that my family's going to be wrong, because a lot of my family tells me that I'm setting myself up for disappointment with him, and that he's not really ready to be a dad, and he's not going to take care of us and stuff. But I'm really hoping that he'll prove them all wrong, and that he really means it when he tells me that we're going to be a family. So, anyway, and some other things I noticed were a lot of the girls that were in there that were young were by themselves. Like there was nobody with them, maybe their mom or a friend. But a lot of the women that were older, you know, probably just in their like mid-late 20s, early 30s, mid-30s, those women, it seemed like, yeah, they might have their mom with them, but a lot of them also had husbands, and maybe one or two kids already with them and stuff. And it just, I guess, I don't know, it made me kind of worried about the future, because I want Sam to be there so bad. I want it, you know, for me and Sam, but I want it for the baby too. I want her dad to be there, unlike mine wasn't. You know, if she has a car wreck and her car is totaled and she's in the kind of money situation that I'm in, I want her dad to say, how can I help you? Not deal with it. You know, and even if she winds up making the same choices that me and Sam did and winding up pregnant when she's young, I want Sam to be there for her and to support her and love her. And I want him to see her more than 3 or 4 times in the last nearly 2 years. I want him to show up for Christmas and all the other holidays. he shouldn't even have to show up. He should already be there. Well, I'll keep complaining about that and talking about that if I don't stop myself. Symptom-wise, for the 24th week, I have not had anything new except for chest pains. When she measured my belly, this week she told me my belly is measuring big. Which is really strange considering I lost 3 pounds in a week. So I lost 3 pounds, yet my belly's measuring big. It is what it is, I guess. But the top of my uterus is pretty much like right in the start of my rib cage almost already. So like the last few nights late at night, I've been getting these weird chest pains, and the first time I got them, I went out there and I woke up my mom because I was so scared that something was wrong. But doctor told me it's just where she's like moving around so much and she's getting up or higher into my chest, and all the pressure of everything like being pushed up and back and around and stuff. And she told me, you know, that really that was probably nothing to worry about, that was normal. But like in my chest, like my lower rib cage, it just really hurts bad, and it'll feel like this insane pressure on the inside, like somebody's just taking their hands and pushing outward from the inside of my chest. This week has been one of our weeks where she's been really inactive, in all honesty, though, for the most part, compared to lately, what she had been doing. And I brought that up to the doctor, and Angie said, you know, that was probably nothing to be concerned about, that they had days where they're more active and then days where they're less active, and she said even then, you know, she could still be quite active. I just might not be feeling everything. So there's that. And I'm getting worse about losing my train of thought when I talk too. But there's that, and there's like these rash things that I've been getting all over me where I scratch and stuff, and it's just where she told me my skin is just really dry and stretched and I guess drained from the pregnancy. So she told me I need to get like a really heavy moisturizing cream. Once again, I've been told that before, but I was really hoping not to spend a bunch of money on lotion. I've been really trying to use my Aveeno and rub my vitamin E oil on it, and it's not enough. Other than that, it's been pretty normal. Craving wise, I want junk food lately for some reason. I was on this like health kick where I craved like fruits all the time and good stuff, and now I'm like, I want ice cream so bad, and just junk, I guess, basically just junk food. Ice cream and Slim Jims especially. And I've been wanting pickles too lately. I've been eating a lot of pickles. But they have to be like the dill pickles and the whole ones, and they have to be really, really crunchy or I won't eat them, because I don't like bread and butter pickles. And I mean, they're okay when they're in the spheres or the slices, but I just like them to be really crunchy. I like the texture of them, I guess. Whatever. I've been wearing like my actual glasses lately too, because I've been having issues with my eyes. Like they feel tired and strained all the time. And I don't know if that's a pregnancy thing or if that's just my eyes need checked again and I need to go to the optometrist. Yeah. But I guess that's all I know for now, and I don't know if I'll make another video before Christmas, but if I don't, I hope everyone has a great Christmas and enjoy your time with your family and friends. Merry Christmas, you guys.